Ladies and gentlemen, Green Day.
Stephen, I thought you said we had the Green Bay Packers here.
Then he got all excited. He thought the Green Bay Packers were coming, but sorry.
Hi, I'm Aaron Rodgers. Very nice to see you all.
It's just Green Day. I don't. For anybody listening to the show, know that these guys, you know, a regular part, you know, always in heavy rotation, but they made a record just for fun called the Foxborough Hot Tubs. Yeah. And I tell you, I got more reaction from that thing, you know. And we didn't say who it was, you know. We just put it out. We made up a whole story about you guys. You know, I don't know if you saw that, but we made up a whole history of the band.
Probably more interesting than the real one.
You got to pay your dues.
And why'd you do that thing? Where'd that come from? Actually, it was in between things, right?
We were back in Oakland, California, at a studio, and we got drunk and started right. We started on, I think we started on this song "Stop, Drop, and Roll," and we just played. We had a little like half-inch 8-track player, and then we just set up some mics and just started banging out like
8-track.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just started banging out songs. Yeah. So
We actually recorded it over somebody else's music.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can't find this tape anymore. It's just unobtainium, you know. So it was like some sort of.
Believe me, it wasn't very good music. So if you're in a horrible band and you think it's under there, there you go.
You could be useful. Still.
I'm looking at this cake right now and thinking that, you know,
That
Green
shit's on
Day-
fire.
Green Day, Foxborough Hot Tubs, and a cake with peace signs on it is a potential bad idea.
Should blow the candle? Blow them out, huh? All right, I'll do that real quick.
Let's go.
Let it burn.
Let it burn.
Burn.
So these guys, so you guys, you come from Oakland and that area, and you have conquered Broadway, man. You did it. You did the impossible. That is impossible. What you accomplished. I don't know if you realize how difficult that is. You know, I mean.
Yeah, we learned how difficult it was. I mean, it was like Phantom of the Opera was across the street, and then like you know, there's Jersey Boys and Wicked and a lot of you know, working with Michael Mayer. He was in, you know, we did Spring Awakening, and so Duncan Sheik did the sound, did the music for it. So we knew it was something progressive going on. So we didn't know shit what was going on. I took my kids to see The Lion King. And that was it. That's I saw like Bye Bye Birdie or something, a high school version of it. You know. That was it. You know. But then, you know, when Tony season ran around, like, oh yes, we know, we're old Broadway folk. We know a lot of big history there.
Yeah, I was at Sardi's with Tony Randall the other day, and we were shooting the shit.
Well, well, it was really what did you find? I mean, you didn't really change the stuff that much, right? I mean, it was, you had to adapt it to some extent, I know, but I mean, from the record itself, you know, it was really, which was one of the great records, you know, of all time, of course. And you know, to take that, what were the changes you had to make, you know?
Well, we worked with this guy Tom Kitt, and he did some arrangements, and we just wanted to make the story more linear, because everybody knows the politics that go behind it. You know, it was a very anti-Bush administration and anti-war, and then and so that was, but there was a storyline through it that had to do with this kid's journey into you know, the suburbs into the city to find himself, and ended up finding some self-destruction. So. And through Kit's arrangements and through Michael Mayer's storytelling, we were able to really bring it out.
Yeah. It was the greatest sounding Broadway show ever. I mean, from the audience, you know, because it's also hard to do rock and roll right. on Broadway. It's just not. It's a different genre. It's a different medium.
Yeah.
Whole different world.
Yeah, there's
And
a
it
lot-
sounded amazing.
There's
Well, we
a lot
wanted
of
to make it
push-pull.
loud. That was the main thing. It's like,
there-
how loud can it go? And they're like, well, we don't know.
There was a lot of push-pull with how loud we could make it. It was like,
ah.
it can't be that loud. No, it can be that loud.
Well, it was.
Shut up! Attention!
This isn't a tea party. It's a birthday party.
Let's talk for a minute about some of your influences that kind of went a little bit more obviously into Foxborough Hot Dogs. But who are some of your favorite bands? Let's talk about that for a minute.
Oh, boy. Man.
Growing up,
Growing up, it's kind of a, I have... Yeah, we're just talking the Replacements. My sister was a big Replacements fan, Husker Du, and then my brother, I have a brother that's 20 years older than me, so he had a lot of, he was into the Beatles and the Kinks and the Stones and the Zombies and things like that. I had another sister that was into Fleetwood Mac. I had another brother that was into Led Zeppelin and The Who. And then I had another. I've got a big family.
I was
by the
going
way.
to say.
Yeah, and then I just sort of got way into it. And then me and Mike started a band. And Mike was just kind of a kid that listened to the radio a lot. And,
Everything on the radio, and then my sister would be blaring the Gap Band or something. So what do you do?
Wow.
I grew up on a mountain, and I started playing punk rock when I was like 11.
No shit, huh? So what era would that have been? What year?
1900 something.
What? What about?
I believe they're afraid that your
Blow it out?
cake is
What?
burning.
So what?
You're not getting any fucking cake anyway, so shut up.
You a fireman or what?
This is our fucking cake, okay? You
Yeah.
don't get none.
Steve Buscemi back here, the
yeah.
fireman.
I'm gonna throw this fucking cake at you. I'm gonna make you eat it. Blow this, baby.
Awesome. We're having a good time now.
Rodeo Queens, man. That's the next album, okay? Get one song. That thing turned out great. I know you would probably don't even remember doing it, but the Depression times,
Oh yeah, holy moly.
Jesse was here before.
Yeah.
Actually, that was really drunk. Okay, Foxborough Hot Dogs was kind of drunk. That's what we do when we were absolutely shit-faced.
They tell me I played on that track.
When I showed, they called me and said, "We're gonna record a song. Come down to the studio," and I was literally passed out on my bed with my shoes half off. And I'm like, "Oh God, I gotta go to the studio."
I was choking on someone else's vomit, and then I got the call, and I was like, okay, I'll come in.
By the time I get in there, I'm sobering up, and these guys are like 10 sheets.
Yeah.
So, it was
I was
beautiful.
urinating on Trey. It wasn't vomit. And we were, and then Jesse came in, and I remember Jesse goes, it's like Trey kept falling over the stool backwards, and then we were trying. I was like, come on, someone's got a riff, someone's got something, and Jesse Mallon was going. He goes, I cannot believe that these guys played Madison Square Garden. Like, this is the drunkest. I've never seen anything like this. Like, who let these guys in New York? Period.
It's a disaster.
Well,
It was a shit show.
I'll tell you right now, that was like a really popular record. Man.
Yeah.
It was, partly the subject matter, of course, which is unfortunately extremely,
Well, I think
timely.
Where
Yeah.
there's a want, there's a way. I think that was what happened.
Well, I mean, we, what do you think of all this Wall Street stuff going on?
I think it's great that they're out in front and all these people are organizing and getting more organized.
They should let 'em
and
have
they should.
kids.
Fuck the banks. The banks don't need a fucking bailout. The people, the 99%, the middle class, the working class, they need the fucking bailout. That's what I think.
I think it's also really nice just to see Americans up in arms finally, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, you know,
Yeah.
you got plenty of reasons to be pissed off. Say something.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
It's like I'm sick of Barack Obama acting like a fucking right-wing Republican right now too. It's like, you know, it's like you're a liberal guy and an intelligent guy, which is something that is much different from what we had before. So, you know, bring these, you know, quit trying to let these other people dictate what, you know, quit pleasing the other side. Come in and fucking change shit. People want you. You said you're going to change shit. Well, fucking do it.
Yeah. It seemed like his good intentions were kind of ignored right from the beginning, you know, and it took him a long time to come around and realize they're not going to come to the party. you know?
Yeah, they're gonna. Well, if he, you know, if he puts his foot down, and there's these fucking racist ass Tea Party fucking people, they just like, no, the fucking, this is straight racism. If there was a white man in office, there would be no Tea Party, you know, period. You know, it's like it's, I don't know. I can go on and on. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Teabaggers. I love, and they name themselves after a gay sexual position. I love it. Talk about ignorance.
You guys have really done a good thing, I think, also with the record company stuff. You know, not only Jesse, but Broadway Calls, The Living End, you know, that stuff, which, you know, we're giving a lot of airplay to because it's all very good. You know, you guys are really passing that thing along and helping new bands as well, which is really important, you know. I mean, in your position to do that, you know.
Yeah.
It really is. You know?
Well, I mean, it's not just from the stuff that we put up, but also other new stuff that's coming out. I mean, I love that you're playing Prima Donna, and I love that you're playing the Biters. I love those tracks are great, and you know, the Anderson Council is really good, and I don't know. There's just a lot of really great stuff that you put. I honestly listen to your radio show every day. Yeah.
Wow.
I love Andrew Lou Goldman's show. It's just his storytelling, and Kim Fowley, that sick bastard, is amazing. I love the things that, you know, Kid Congo Powers, you know, and of course Handsome Dick Manitoba, you know, is telling some story about his neighbor. He was just like, this lady, this bitch, and got a bitch for a daughter, and you know, all this crazy stuff. It's just great. And then your stories that you tell about, you know, like these sort of brief history moments, you know, is I love it. It's great, mixed with great music.
Oh,
And
thank
it's
you.
the best
Thank
rock
you.
and roll radio show in the world, period.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, he's referring to, we have this tonight is a celebration of our syndicated 2-hour show that's on like 200 different radio stations. But we also have 2 different radio stations 24 hours a day on Sirius XM. And that's where Andrew Oldham and the other DJs are. And actually, my syndicated radio show that's on regular radio isn't on my station. We take excerpts from it, you know. 'Cause that's where you hear those stories I tell. Yeah. But I'm not officially a DJ on my own station because, you know, there's still Coke and Pepsi a little bit, you know, the terrestrial and satellite thing. But, you know, we managed to be on both, and both are very respectful of what we do. And I really thank you very much for being here tonight. You know? Green Day, ladies and gentlemen. One of the bands that give you hope.